Hello everyone, I hope you are okay. Now this is the fourth attempt at trying to make this video today because the world seems to want to make a lot of noise. So I apologise in advance for any machines that get turned on a couple of houses down or for my partner doing the washing up in the kitchen. Right, now let's get a move on. So I thought we would call in some ascended masters today to do a bit of angelic Reiki. So I would like you now just to take a couple of breaths in. Breathe in from the earth element and breathe out any physical ailments and discomfort. Take another breath in from the skies above you and breathe out any anxieties and worries. Take a third breath in from the waters surrounding our sacred earth and breathe out any sadness. And finally, a deep breath in from the sun above you and breathe out any anger and frustration and settle your breathing down to its natural rhythm. And I'd like you now to imagine a beautiful tree, any shape, any size. And I'd like you just to cast your eyes towards the trunk directly opposite your line of eyesight and cast your eyes down the trunk of the tree towards where it meets the ground. And as you look at the earth, you can feel your own roots emerging from your feet and spreading out, growing out and pushing downwards, rooting into the tree that you are looking at, so that as we go through the video, you'll get some healing from this tree, whether it has medicinal properties or ornamental properties. It's all healing. And start to feel your roots pushing down further, downwards and downwards. Some of them grow into the crystal and the mineral pools of the inner earth. Sigh in and release. And now we'll protect. We're going to ask Archangel Michael and his legions of angels to come in and place a golden dome of protection over you. And as I light this candle, just imagine that light, that divine spark of God consciousness within you, glowing and growing, and push it outwards and upwards and downwards to the front of you and to the back of you, all around you, pushing out those emotions and those problems that aren't yours, pushing out that worry, pushing out any heartache that is not yours, pushing it out of your auric field and away from you. That's it. Glow it and grow it. And we'll just place this candle to burn any residue off from the healing that we're going to do now. And then I'd like you to turn around and sit down with your back against this tree. Let it support you. Let it hold you within its healing chi. And if you imagine this to be the top of the tree and the roots and the energy of the tree creates this effect around you like the Vesica Pisces. And it is a well-documented phenomena. And know that you will get that healing down both sides of your body. And as you sit there, just look out at the view in front of you. And we can call this your own inner world. This can be your safe space. And at different times you can walk down into what you see. You can create little places to go, little sanctuaries, little temples, and so on and so forth. This is a druid technique. Now these are Ascended Master cards, but they're not oracle cards. They are from a board game called Masters of Light. And it is a light working board game that actually I have not played yet because it was purchased about a month before lockdowns. And we just haven't had a chance to get together and use it yet. But I wanted to pull some Ascended Masters. So I'm just going to fan these out. And let's see who wants to come and help us today. Ixchel, Warrior of Consciousness. So we'll pull out 3 and then we'll have a look. I'll have to look in the book. I'm not sure who this woman is, because we can't know everything. So let's see who wants to come and help next. This one. Sanat Kumara. I do not know this gentleman either. Anithakel, I am a warrior of consciousness. Sanat Kumara, guide my soul to the ancient scrolls. And we'll choose another. Lord Maitreya. These are all new to me as well. This is very interesting. I am the source of all that is. So let's have a quick look in the book. But just imagine these Ascended Masters, Masters of Light, emerging from behind the tree, and they're going to sit around you, all cross-legged on the ground like a yogi. And Ixchel stands for fertility. Hear my jaguar roar, she says, and enter into my consciousness. I am a Mayan goddess of the moon, and I proclaim a new dawning in your life. I will bless your soils with rain, wind, and freshness, so that your life may be fertile once again. Use this time to clear your past journeys and open yourself fully to the moment. Here, in the now, you can plant seeds for all of your dreams and desires. So she is a goddess for your fertility, whether that be physical procreation or creating ideas. Now let's have a look at Sanat Kumara. Codes of creation. The great masters are one with creation. And to be one with creation is to always be in creation mode. For this is what creation does. I, Sanat Kumara, Lord of the upper earthly stratospheres, invite you to tap into this creation power within yourself. There is a deep longing for a project, whether artistic, written, or another production, to be fully released from your vessel at this sacred time, to be shared with the rest of the universe. Know, divine child, that it is these divine creations that anchor the planet into a higher vibration and allow your fellow human family to step fully into their God self. Now is the time, more than ever, to activate any projects which may have been collecting dust or being held back. Fully release and activate them into Gaia with the full confidence and trust that I and the Masters of Light will be in divine service for you. So that's another creation for the fertility that Ichkel will release. And then last we move to Lord Maitreya. And his catchphrase in the book is under the surface. Blessed divine child of light, you are a cosmic being who has chosen this card and journeyed with Lord Maitreya to further anchor yourself with your divine mission. I, Lord Maitreya, would like to instruct you to begin a practice of looking deep within yourself and life all around you. As the tip of an iceberg only revealed a small percentage of its full truth, so too does life have a great story to reveal to you. I have journeyed with you as you have been using up a lot of energy searching your external surroundings for guidance. Although this can serve you greatly, the answers that you seek lay deeper in the temples of yourself. Dedicate time over the next week to prioritize self-exploration in the stillness of meditation and being in your own energy field. Call upon me, Lord Maitreya, to guide your way and illuminate the path of beauty that is you. And we will now read the great invocation from Angelic Reiki. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of men, and let light descend on earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of men, and may Christ return to earth. From the centre where the will of God is known, let purpose guide the little wills of men, the purpose which the masters know and serve. And from the centre which we call the race of men, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it seal the door where evil dwells. Let light and love and power restore the plan on earth. And that was by Dwal Kul. Okay, so just imagine these beautiful beings sitting with you. And just imagine that you are all close enough to link hands. And I want you to imagine from your right hand, this is probably back to front in the screen, but from your right hand, I want you to send energy around the circle to the next master, and then they push it on to the next master, and so on. And that energy can move around, and I want you to feel it moving through you as the fertility is given to you from this Mexican goddess of rainbow light, inspiration, fertility of your mind and your heart and your solar plexus. Perhaps one of these rainbow colours is calling out to you, and you may see and feel that energy moving around. Sanat Kumara also helps reignite any projects that you left on the back shelf and thought you'd complete later. He sends universal light codes and energy through you. And there are crystals on all of these cards, aren't there? Look at the bottom here. That is probably some kind of jade or nephrite and turquoise. And we have crystals here. Sanat Kumara holds crystals and has one at his headdress as well. And there are crystals on Lord Maitreya's neckpiece and headpiece. And he sends energy of all that is, the stability. And just feel that energy moving around and around through you as you send it out as well. So you don't only receive, but you give as well. Okay, breathe in. So we're just going to clear some of these cobwebs away from you. The cobwebs of I can't, I won't, I don't know. We're going to cancel, clear and delete, as my friend Isabella says. I give her credit for that always. And I will, I can, I do, I know. I make, I change, if that's what you want to do. I'm just going to draw the chakra symbol over you and push that in, that power button of Reiki that we all know so well. I'm going to take a piece of Lemurian quartz from my last video, and I'm just going to clear down your body and your aura, those feelings of doubt, those self-sabotaging emotions that we all do, any feelings of inadequacy, because you are not inadequate. Maybe it's just that you needed a break from whatever it was. So we're going to go down the center line now, spiraling any of that stagnancy and blockages from your chakras. I'm just going to also go around the chakra stones here. And I'm holding it slightly at an angle so that it doesn't hit you in the face. Okay, and now we're going to take the crystal and we're going to draw the symbol. Chakra. And I'm going to start by drawing a chakra into each crystal. into each of your chakras. So as you're sitting here under this tree with these 3 beautiful ascended masters, Ichel, Lord Maitreya, and Sanat Kumara, each of them is going to stand up now and give you a little bit of healing wherever you need it. And I'm just going to hold the space for this. I want you to feel your guides and angels forming a circle around us, holding the space and the energies. Still, I am a warrior of consciousness, helping you with your fertility. Just feel that colour that you were drawn to earlier be moved into the place that you need healing. And this could be the body or it could be your aura. Sanat Kumara guiding your soul to the ancient scrolls. If it is research you need to do, he will help you with that. And he moves to a place now to do some healing. And Lord Maitreya, I am the source of all that is, doing some healing somewhere that is appropriate. And as this is happening, I just want you to take your consciousness down to your heart center, that flower, that lotus at your heart center. Take a breath in and breathe out. And I feel like we need to repeat a mantra. I am what I am. Just repeat that after me in your mind and your heart. I am what I am. And one last time. I am what I am. And I'm just going to pick up a piece of fossilized wood and just ground that into your heart. You are what you are. And that means accepting yourself with all your imperfections, because that makes you you, and we all have them. There is not one person on this planet who is perfect. The perfections are in the imperfections. And maybe you don't need to change them. Maybe you just need to accept. And when you accept, you can move forward. And you can create these things. Delve back into the mists of the past and revisit things. And know that the universe has your back, and once created, they will be out there, and you will be adding to everything that is, that was, and that will ever be. So each of these masters is now going to give you a crystal. First of all, Ixchel. She stands in front of you now, and she opens her palm and places it into your hand. And I want you to put that now somewhere into your body where you think that crystal needs to go. Then Sanat Kumara, he gives you a crystal, opens his hand, and you take that stone and you place it where you think it needs to go. And finally, Lord Maitreya opens his hand, gives you a crystal, and you take it, placing it where you feel that it needs to go. Take a breath in and breathe out as we just run the selenite down you. Freshening up the aura over the back, breathing fresh life into you. Stop making those excuses and get on with it. And finally, we'll just brush you down with some feathers, ever so gently. And finally, these masters place their hands on your shoulders and one in the middle of your back where your neck meets your spine. And they ground this healing in, pushing that energy down you, bringing it into your heart and into that spark that is that divine light within you. Take a breath in and breathe out, making space for that healing to settle inside you wherever it needs to be. And if you want to look up more about these Ascended Masters, as I am going to do now because I did not know them before, we literally picked them now, you can just do quick Google searches when you get back to real time and explore them. You know, if we're going to work with these people, it is only polite to look up the information about them and to learn. And hopefully you can bring them into your life and your work somewhere. So I am now placing hands on your shoulders as well. And Ixchel stands up and she nods her head towards you. And she walks behind the tree. Then Sanat Kumara stands up and he too nods and walks around to behind the tree. And finally, Lord Maitreya, he stands up, nods towards you and walks back behind the tree. You start to let the scene fade away, wiggling your fingers and your toes, knowing that you can come and sit at this tree whenever you like, and bring yourself back to the modern world in your life. And I'm just drawing the grounding symbol Vraku into you. Once again, thank you for joining this meditational healing, and if you are new, welcome, welcome. See you next time.